Alright everybody, welcome to the worst SSX game. This is indeed SSX Blur with a PlayStation 3 controller, which you can hopefully tell by the little controller overlay. After about maybe 30 different controller configurations, I think I found the most manageable way to play this game, at the very least. It's not perfect. I would ideally want to change quite a few things, but I tried it, doesn't seem possible, so at current this is the best I've got. So unfortunately in this game, being that it's not only the worst SSX game, it's also an SSX game that has freaking Zoe right here as a very ugly character, and one of the characters you unlock the last. I have finally unlocked Zoe now. So the goal of this little let's play or whatever will basically be to well, get a medal on each event in every peak except the slalom events, because I don't really like the slalom events. Now, unfortunately, even though the game, like the gameplay itself runs well, but unfortunately the menus and all loading screens, they just tank in the frame rate. I tried fixing it numerous times and it's just not really cooperating with me. So unfortunately I will be editing any loading screens and such out. But other than that, it should work decently. Some functions are missing, but it's playable. And it's not the worst game I've ever played this way, so let's get into it. Okay, so right here we got the little gear up and we only have the base board and the base outfit, so there's no real point in changing anything. So wait, rider details. I've never used rider details. What does that do? Ah, so we can see the bios. Yes, so she's truly in love with mountains and high altitude, so it has dedicated her life to not only being the best snowboarder on the SSX circuit, but also climbing as many mountains as possible all by herself. Okay, good for you, Zoe. So yeah, in this game they introduced slalom events, which is pretty much the worst thing known to mankind. Honestly, the slalom events aren't enjoyable. I have no idea what they thought when they included those, but it is what it is. So yeah, you can also see the little frames counter that I included on the screen, and you can tell that in loading screens and such, the frames just tank, so we're gonna have to live with that. Okay, so now the frames have officially recovered after the menu. So this is what the peak base looks like. During this playthrough, I'm gonna attempt to only press buttons that actually have a function. I tend to just do a little bit of everything.
Sims is fuming. It appears what was once a smoldering rivalry with Allegra
Yes,
might be igniting
Atomica.
into an all-out
Can you
war.
not?
Sky's looking to settle it on the slopes.
Okay, quit talking, Atomica. Yes, so Blur is kind of open world, similar to On Tour and Free. Instead of function junction, we have this function on the right here. Here is where you select tournaments, and on the right side you can select peaks. But of course we only have peak 1 unlocked, so we're gonna start out with a race event, maybe? Maybe that's a bad idea. No, let's do Wild Tree Fun. Yeah, we're gonna do Wild Tree Fun, and now we're gonna enter loading screen, so I'm gonna have to cut it right here. Alright, so the frames dropped to about 24 frames in that loading screen, so yeah, you guys will not be seeing any of that mess, thankfully. So yeah, this is Wild Tree Fun. It's also from On Tour. There are a few original things in this game, not many though. So yeah, one of the main functions that are still missing with this little control scheme that I got going on is unfortunately the ability to draw Uber shapes, which is essentially this way, or this game's way of, oh, right, she's spinning like that. Didn't mean to do that. It's essentially this game's way of doing Uber tricks, rather. And it's cool in concept, I suppose, but it's not really doable with the PlayStation 3 controller. This game was indeed exclusive for the not PlayStation. It was exclusive for the Wii. And I never owned the Wii, so I can't really give my testimony to how well the controls worked on original hardware. I am playing it on Dolphin, which comes with a few bugs, mostly just the frame drops, but the matter of the fact is that I've gotten Blur to work somewhat decently with a PlayStation 3 controller, and I consider that a win. So yeah. She's gonna spin every time I do that. I don't really want her to spin though. I want her to just do the whole broad stance thing on the rail, but maybe she can't do that. Also the little plus sign on the left corner, that's how far ahead I am against my competitors, but because they don't include a unit, it looks funky. I just assume it's meters, but you never know. We also get this little celebration. Oh, Zoe has a different one than Kaori? No, she doesn't. Never mind. It's the same freaking ugly celebration. Okay, that's fine then. They're both ugly. All the celebrations, all the characters, they're really ugly. But this might sound bad, but the game looks better than I actually thought it would. It is upscaled, 4 times upscale, I believe, 8 times upscale. I don't remember how much I upscaled it right now, but I did upscale it. Okay, so we're back up on the peak. Oh, by the way, maybe I should be showing off stuff, perhaps. Let's see. So right here we got a little map menu. Ah, that's really bad for the frame rate, I see now, huh? But here, from this map menu, you can fast select your tracks if that's something you want to do. You can also select it by riding up to that little wooden sign that has the maps. You also have these tournaments right here.
Right now he's camped out watching the free ride slopestyle event.
Okay, so the tournaments aren't laggy. That's nice. Okay, so these tournaments, they allow you to progress in our career by unlocking and gaining points and unlocking perks. So the way things seem to work here is that you're competing against people with a leaderboard, kind of like how it is in On Tour. And when you unlock enough points or whatever, beat people on the leaderboard, you unlock characters and such. The tournaments, they unlock you, or they allow you to unlock new peaks. So this is just a boring tournament. We need 50 points to be able to access it. I assume we'll have access to it if we get another gold medal. This one is needed for unlocking peak 2, and then this one you unlock peak 3 with. So even if you get gold on everything in peak 1, you still need to complete this tournament to gain access to peak 2, and this one to gain access to peak 3, which is a really dumb system. Don't ask me why they did it that way. You also got a couple of other tournaments here. I've only done one other tournament, I think, so maybe we'll mess around with that as a bonus later on the line. Maybe, we'll see what happens down the line. I think I want to go to Compilation next, because Compilation is easy. For some reason, Snow Jam is quite hard in this game, and I'm not sure why. You also have these little Uber shapes. Oh, I missed it. But you have them spread out a little bit of everywhere around the map. I assume that if you pick them up, you... Okay, can I go back here? Yes, I can. If you pick them up, I assume that you're gonna be able to unlock more Uber shapes. So maybe eventually I'll unlock something I can actually draw. Alright, so we're in Compilation. Another track from On Tour. You will be able to tell that this is kind of a kid's game more than any other SSX game, because even without Uber shapes, it's quite easy to get the gold medal by just doing tricks and some grabs. So that's nice. This is, after all, peak 1, so it does make sense for it to be rather easy, but you know. That said though, with peak 3 and such, doesn't seem quite as easy, so it's gonna be interesting to see how much we'll be able to medal at eventually. I hope we can still medal on everything without an issue. That would be pretty sweet, but we'll see what happens with time, I suppose. Ooh, I don't know if you can get hit by that little ski lift there, but it was kind of close. There is apparently a way to do board presses and such in this game. Oh, there's a times 10 up there. Oh, that's pretty dope. But I don't believe I binded the buttons to do board presses. I'm not even sure if there is a legit comboing system in the game. I haven't really noticed any. Let's see if we can get on this and stay on it. Woohoo! Okay, that was that didn't look very steady, but it worked. Oof. I always do that. I always bump that thing. Oh, maybe you can't. Can we not go up it that way? I've never managed to do this rail. you can hear the music as well as it slows down. It's an interesting feature, but the soundtrack gets a little bit boring in this game. It's cool that whenever you mess up, it will slow down to a crawl. I like that. Alright, you know what? Let's just race to the finish so we make some progress. We got almost 400k more than we needed, so I mean, Zoe should be pretty content with that, I think.
Zoe gets nuclear #1.
He gets nuclear and we get to see the ugly animation. You go, girl. Zoe, Zoe, Zoe. Poor Zoe. She's so ugly in this game. I can't. Okay, so right here we unlock the new tournament. Yes. We're definitely gonna ignore that one. Alright, we back at peak 1. So let's go to Snow Jam?
The question I get more than any other from the hardcore superfan set is, whatever happened to old man Jurgen from the original SSX?
Hey, Jurgen!
Believe it or not, the guy's still throwing up big air on the German senior snowboarding tour.
German senior snowboarding tour, yeah! Good for my boy. Nobody really likes Jurgen because he was so bad at everything. But you know what? If you want a challenge, Jurgen is obviously the way to go. Alright, so we're gonna do Snow Jam. As you can see, the tracks are a little bit spread out. We got like kicked out on the left over there, which is from Peak 3 in SSX, which is kind of interesting. They just jumbled everything around a little bit. Not sure why. I also kind of like these hub areas though. They are quite nice, and we can try and collect some of these little shapes and whatever, because we might need them for something.
Butter your bread with a little snow jam. The course just flows through the forest. It's like you're one with the trees. My, what nice.
Something interesting that this game did was that it had 2 events on every single track.
Gods to cooperate. Snow Jam is looking prime.
So on Snow Jam, we got the race event, obviously, and we also have a big air event on this track. I'm not really sure why they did it like that. There are maybe 1 or 2 tracks that only has 1 challenge on them, but the others have 2 on each. Ooh, we sorta annoyed someone there. Was that Simon or JP? I can't really tell them apart yet. They look too busted. JP is the one with blue hair, I think. Yeah, yes. Did not notice if whoever that was had blue hair though. Oh, freaking whales. For some reason, Snow Jam is pretty hard in comparison to other tracks. I don't know why. It's supposed to be the easiest course of SSX3. Well, maybe Merc is easier. Maybe not. You can bump into stuff at Merc. I mean Metro. Well, whatever. Let's go over here. I need to stop doing mutes and mutations, but it's so easy to do them. I also think the Angel boost is, ish. Shake to recover, please. Okay, select warp out of there. I think the... what was I gonna say? No, we're gonna... okay, well, fine, whatever. Shake, just shake. I think the method is easier to do just because that's something that I naturally do. Not my friend. It was not my friend. Okay, good. Please don't call me right now. I'm recording, you know? Important stuff! Oh, yikes. I wonder how different this game would be with the actual motion controls, because there are ways to do small turns in this game and a way to do large turns in this game. I currently have small turns disabled, so I only do large turns. You can't really notice the difference. I do like the blur effect when you have boost. It gives you a pretty nice sense of speed in the game. And you'll also notice that I'm turning with the right analog stick instead of the usual left one. Trust me, I've definitely tried getting it to work on the left analog stick. Believe me, I don't want to turn with the right analog stick, but no matter what I did, it just didn't really want to work. So unfortunately, I'm turning with the right analog stick, but it's doable. It's just, I feel way less in control of everything. But it's possible, and I'm happy it's possible. We got first place by a large margin there. That's nice. So yeah, beating peak 1 should be quite easy. Beating peak 2 might be a little bit more difficult. We'll see what happens, I suppose. Oh, we gain stats. Perfect. I think that when you have the green stats, the green point, it allocates it to wherever. Oh, so his boost score is really bad. Okay, let's give him more boost. But because we got a red bonus point, we can allocate it wherever we want. Which is nice, but it's also a bit random, like the game would give you a point and just allocate it for you. But it is what it is. I mean, this game made a lot of strange choices, I believe. So, yeah. Probably not worth complaining about too much. Let's just do this function to get it out of the way. Can we get this? Thank you. How are we supposed to get that one? Jump!
Our little rebel might have gotten mouthy about a certain Aussie accent. That Betty does love to push the button.
Yes! Nice. Okay.
Radio Big.
Radio Big. I like that Radio Big is back in this game. It's very nice.
Session in progress. SSX superfans, this is the moment you've
It's a little annoying that DJ Atomica talks over the loading screens and I have to cut out the loading screen, so for you guys you're gonna be missing the rest of the dialogue. But on the other hand, you don't really want to hear the dialogue because it sounds like hello SSX players, and that's not really enjoyable to listen to with those frame drops, so it is what it is. Yeah, so the way Uber shapes are supposed to work, based on my little understanding, is that you'll hold A, in this case the X button for me, and then you draw a shape that you have unlocked. And then to land it, you have to press A or the X button again. Unfortunately though, I did an Uber shape once, but I didn't know that you had to use the X button to land it. So yeah, that's where my fun essentially ended, but let's try. But it's not gonna work, right? See, like right there, she gets this little glow over her, right? And I have no idea if that's like, hey, you almost did something. I did! Ooh, what? Stepping out air. Okay, I did something. You know what? Progress. Oh, what? Okay, that was really sick.
Zoe has first place place under control.
I am so happy with that. Yeah, I definitely have first place under control. Okay, so I did a stepping out. I wonder if I can do that again, because even with just one Uber, I think it will immensely help with the later peaks if I can just nail it. I guess we'll see what's gonna happen with that. I'm not sure when I decided to trim the loading screen right here, but you might have noticed that there was a little icon in the corner. I believe that was Felix icon. If you free ride, you can then go under that icon and then you press the X button or A, and then you can challenge him. Ah, come on, shake to recover. Brah, Zoe. Okay. Sometimes the shake to recover is a little wonky, but that's alright. Maybe I just need to learn how to shake more. Shake what your mama gave you. That's not how to do it really, but okay. Yeah, like the other SSX game, the music changes a little bit when you mess up. Not all SSX games are like that though, but 3 is. On tour probably isn't, but does it also go a little bit more quiet if you get a lot of air? Let's find out. No, it doesn't. Oh, this is not gonna land, is it? Okay, it did. I think there's something, like sometimes I don't really press the pre-wind or whatever it's supposed to be correctly, and then she spins really slowly like she did back there, and then other times she's just invincible like that, and it's basically impossible to also wipe out from something like that. But from something like that you can wipe out because she didn't do the fast spin, and I'm not really sure how that works, but it is what it is. Ooh, ripe Swiss cheese. Nosebleed. Late ripe Swiss cheese. So yeah, you'll notice that this is kicked out, and it's a lot easier than Free's version. I would say this game in general is obviously more kid-friendly. SSX is a kid-friendly franchise in the first place, but you know, it's for the Wii, so it's definitely meant to be easy for the kids.
Number 1, Zoe is tough to beat.
Yay, same celebration every time, same celebration. Achieve new record, let's go. Stats upgrade, yay, give her more boost. My girl needs more boost. Alright, so now we've done all the main events, essentially. So we're gonna try and do the secondary events on some of these tracks, so I can show those off.
Inside out and construct the ultimate all-terrain mountain.
Wild Tree Fun? Oh, no, Wild Tree Fun has slalom. Okay, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
With your name on it.
Okay. Instead, let's go Compilation. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the life.
Yeah, we're gonna go do the half-pipe then, right?
Riders bordering on schizophrenic will feel right at home out on Compilation. The fun though.
Yeah, so what happened there was that you saw the bright yellow beam, I rode up to it, pressed the X button, and then the frames just tanked. But this is a challenge, and the objective here is to beat Sky. And we're secretly, or the game is secretly rooting for me, so that's always lovely. That's not Sky. I thought that would be Sky. Who the heck is that? Okay, never mind then. What is the objective here? Is it a race? It's a trick event. Okay, you can see it in the corner there because it says that I'm leading by 1,000 points right now. Okay. I really thought that would be Sky though, but maybe not. Obviously not. Oh well. I mean, you guys have a controller overlay so you can see what I'm doing, but in case you need a little clarification, triangle is essentially my shake button. So with triangle, I shake, which is the button I press when I have a wipeout, and the button I press to make her do 360s. Then if I move the right analog stick as she's doing the 360s, she will spin in various directions. And then if I hold R2, which is also my boost button, but if I hold it in the air, she's gonna do a grab. So yeah, that's basically it. I naturally tried having the boost button on square, but it didn't really work that well for some reason, so yeah. Basically, this is the controller scheme that works the best for me. There might be better solutions, but honestly, I've just been trying to make it control more like other SSX games, and that didn't work, so this is doable for now. Oh my god, and I'm kicking... Oh, okay, never mind, I'm not kicking the ass of whoever that is, because once again, I crashed into that thing. Are you just not really supposed to be able to do that at all? Like, what sense does this have? Well, never mind. It's SSX Blur. Let's not try and make sense of the world. Maybe just go, you know? Just go! Get in the flow!
What a blowout performance on a completely unlevel playing field. Get funky with your bad self.
I mean, that's a way to get in the flow, I guess. By winning. Yes, so because I did the challenge, I unlocked these new pairs of skis. I haven't really played this game with skis yet, but... Oh, wait. That's Felix, right? Looks like Freya or something upside down, but whatever. And we unlocked a new tournament, and this is the tournament that allows us to unlock Peak 2. But not quite yet though, we still got stuff to do. Alright, so I decided to now fast menu into Snow Jam's Big Air event.
The Big Air Rager is on. Hey, Mountain Moguls, you're tuned in.
And this one is a little difficult to beat, just because I'm not doing the Uber shapes. But you know what? It should be fine. Yeah, we're only 5k behind, so it should be peachy either way. With this, yeah. Easy breezy.
First place, let's get on our feet for Zoe.
We might not be able to unlock Peak 2 in just this one part. But on the other hand, I'm gonna be cutting out a lot of loading screens, so that should make the video quite short. Quite a bit shorter. For you guys at least. Oh wait, we're not gonna win this. I definitely messed up the tricks there, didn't think about it.
Number 2, raise the roof, Zoe.
Oh, I still won? Really? I probably just got a silver though. No, I won one? Oh, maybe it just used my best score then? Man, this game is confusing sometimes, but okay. Yes, transport back to Peak 1 and do a few more challenges. Alright, so now we're in the Halfpipe challenge of Compilation.
Ready to see your favorite SSX legend up close and in stereo? Compilation coming at you.
I'm just gonna have to trim so many loading screens of this game. It's gonna be ridiculous, but we'll have to live with that, I suppose. There's not much we can do about it. At the same time, even if the frame rate was working, who really wants to watch loading screens? Well, maybe speedrunners of Sonic 06, because that's basically just loading screens now, isn't it? Oh man. I never ever want to play that game. But it is fun to laugh at and watch. Maybe I should try drawing the Uber shape again. Okay. Yeah, that didn't really work. Like, I'm trying. You see me trying though, but... Okay, let's try again. Okay, so there she got that little glow above her. I don't know what that glow is all about though. But you know what, let's just win the event instead of this mess. Ah, she's not gonna land that. Okay, get up. I'm sorry, Zoe. I should stop being mean to you and let you win. I'm not pre-winding properly now, that's bad. Not pre-winding properly at all. Maybe I won't win this one after all then. There we go. Why didn't you do that one before? Okay, there we go. Nice. That was pretty clutch.
First place.
So yeah, those were all the events minus a slalom event. So, you know what? I suppose we can try to unlock Peak 2. Alright, so now we have arrived at the slalom event of this game. This is the very first tournament, and you have to win slalom and slopestyle. Easily the worst part of this game, by far. So the first milestone for every SSX competitor. By taking these first steps, you'll be proving your worth and earning the right to experience Peak 2's natural beauty. This is a 2-event tournament including slalom and slopestyle. And slalom you typically associate with fast speeds and sharp turns, right? Turns out, in this game, you win the frickin' slalom event by going as slow as you possibly can. Basically eliminating all excitement in terms of the slalom. So here you can go kind of fast. This is the beginning. So you want to go quite fast here. But not too fast though, because we're gonna hit this final flag right here. And there, you want to slow down to a frickin' crawl. Just so you can make these frickin' turns. Because if you miss one, it's gonna give you a penalty. And since you end up placing in your rank in regards to how well you perform time-wise, you definitely don't want to get any penalty. If you get 1 or 2, that's fine. I would advise you to try and avoid it. Even the finish line of this little event right here is quite stupid, because ideally you want to end up right about here. There we go. So depending on where you end the track, it seems that you can get the track to end faster or slower depending on how sharply you turn off to the right or left at the end there. So yeah, that was slalom. It went surprisingly well for the first attempt, so let's see what we got with this next one then. Alright, so we're gonna enter the second heat of the slalom. Easily the worst part of everything. I hate myself whenever I play slalom. I struggle so much with this one, but now I just realized that go so stupidly slow and you might succeed. But yeah, the thing is, that ain't fun though. So right there, you see I missed the gate. And that's gonna add 20 seconds to my total time because I didn't completely brake in time. Have you ever seen an Olympic snowboarder brake? Or an Olympic skier, for that matter, brake during a slalom run? I don't believe I ever have. But Blur decided that yes, we're gonna make you slalom on slopes that you shouldn't be able to slalom on. And we're also gonna make it so that you almost need to brake to be able to enjoy it and win. Alright, so we have arrived at the final part of this event, which is happiness. And we have to beat Griff's score in show off. And if we do that, we unlock Peak 2. So let's do our best and kick Griff's ass, because we want to win.
This is Radio Big. Kicking it for you.
Wait a minute, did I even play Happiness? I don't believe I did, right? Maybe I missed Happiness. If so, we're gonna have to go back for Happiness before we go to Peak 2. I guess I'll do that in the next video if so. I keep losing tracks of all the tracks that are on this mountain, like which peak does X and Y belong to. It's all just a blur to me, which makes sense because this is SSX Blur after all, so a good old mess is what we need. But maybe Happiness is on Peak 2? Isn't Happiness on Peak 2? Is that why they give us Happiness here? I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. Or maybe not, because I'm actually quite far behind. Okay, so you got this. Come on. We can do this. Because I do need to win it too, right? I can't just come second. I think I need to win this one. For Peak 3, I'm pretty sure I came third. No, second, right? I came third in the tournament that unlocks P3. But I still unlocked it. But in this one, I do believe you need to finish in first place, or else you won't get it. Okay, do the spin. Don't spin that slowly, Zoe, please. There we go. Just doing all the spins right now. All the cheese. There we go. Okay, good. So we don't have to worry about losing this one anymore. Nice. I definitely need to practice the whole Uber shape thing though. Because I want to be able to do those Uber tricks if it's gonna help me complete the game. Ideally, it would be nice if you didn't have to do them at all, but I think they might be necessary later on. Let's see. So something like this then? That's not. Oh right, I pressed the wrong button. I'm supposed to press the X button for Uber shape. Okay, so this? That did not do it. Okay, fine. I still don't know how Uber shapes work. That's fine, I suppose. You qualified? Wait, I didn't win? I went 2 out of 2. Continue. Oh, it's heat 3 out of 3. Why didn't I see that before? Okay, fine. So we have to beat it again. Alright. One final go! And then P2 is ours. Let's get it. Let's beat freaking Elise. Yes. Good job beating Elise. Get up! Come on, Zoe! There we go. Okay, good. If we could always do fast spins on this little heat, that would be peachy. Like that, yeah. Here we go. Yeah, on the rail. Really? Rails in this game are a little strange. They are sometimes easy to get on, sometimes they feel pretty impossible to get on. I'm not really sure what that's all about. That rail in Compilation though, it seems unbeatable, so that's probably the best rail if I've ever seen one. Oh, that's gonna... yeah. Okay, come on, Zoe. Why isn't she pre-winding as nicely anymore? Because the thing is, if I manage to pre-wind, it's basically impossible for her to wipe out when I land. But if I don't do that, I have very little control of how I land. And ideally, I want control of my character. Imagine wanting to control your character perfectly in a video game. Couldn't be me. Okay, let's see. See, there she goes again. She's not gonna land that one either. That's fine. Oh, shoot. That was my fault, though. I pressed Zoe. There we go. I pressed the stupid boost button in there. Okay, that's unusual. A pre-wind and a wipeout? Not a good combination. That is unusual indeed. Ooh, that was dumb on me. Do late spins. Okay, we're gonna lose this now if we don't improve, so yeah, we better step it up. Come on, Zoe, you got this. Okay. Let's be a little cheesy then, I suppose. There we go. Nothing wrong with a little cheese to win the breeze. Keeps doing spins. Okay, let's go. There we go. That's a pre-wind. Yeah, the controls are still a little wonky. I'm not in complete control of my ineptitudes, but whatever. We're getting there. Come on, just shake more. When the shake button doesn't work, it's so frustrating. And I don't really know what causes it either. Sometimes it's very easy to just... Oh no. If I restart this, do I then restart the entire tournament? I believe so. Oh no, that's really bad.
In second place, it's...
Do I still unlock Peak 2? I don't think I do, right? Continue. Ooh, we did. Thank you. Nice, okay, that's good. So we got Spring Break, Proud Powder, Between the Sheets, and Happiness. Perfect. Don't know why I did so bad there though, but maybe... I mean, something was obviously off with my pre-winding, but I can't quite tell what I'm doing wrong. Sometimes the pre-winding always just works, and sometimes it just kind of doesn't. Maybe I'll learn with time. We'll see what happens. Anyways, I suppose that will be enough for tonight then. And yes, that's Happiness in the bottom there. So we ended the tournament by doing Happiness, and then we unlock Happiness. Okay, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Alright, so next time we're gonna check out Peak 2, so stay tuned for that, and thank you for watching.